She's unemployed, living off a trust fund, and just got caught with illegal prescription meds. Judge Boyd didn't hold back. She gave her a choice: get a job or go to jail.
Did you understand in each cause number you're charged with fraudulent possession of prescription medication as second-degree felonies? When was the last time you had employment?
Probably 2 years.
All right, so how are you supporting yourself?
I had came into a trust fund.
People in the trust funds, they need to make sure it goes to the right people. I love this movie called The Descendants with George Clooney. And you know what he said when everybody was trying to figure out how much money they're going to get for selling property? He said, one thing you should do with children, he said, you should always give them enough money so that they can do what they want to do, but not enough money so they can do nothing. Court is calling 2025 CR 002575 and 002576, State versus Khadijah Brittany Pettis. Can I have the parties announce?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
State,
Andrew Harris,
defense,
John Young?
and are you Miss Pettis?
Yes.
Counsel, in each of these cause numbers, have you received all discovery and reviewed it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand in each cause number you're charged with fraudulent possession of prescription medication as second-degree felonies?
Yes,
Range of
ma'am.
punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into pleas in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand in each of the cause numbers, if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Miss, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. In each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration 2025 CR 002578, 2025 CR 002579, 2025 CR 002581. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
There have not, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years and there be no contact with Walgreens. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then in each cause number, how do you plead?
No contest.
State in each cause number, any evidence?
Contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
No objection, Your Honor.
State you may be excused. Did you review the waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client resides in Chicago, Cook County, Illinois, Your Honor. We would request that the probation be transferred to that location.
All right. What brings you to San Antonio?
I don't know, I have no.
Oh, you have warrants here? So
Yes.
was she transferred from,
From Chicago, Your Honor. She was taken into custody there, I believe, on the 1st of December
Yes,
and was transferred here.
do you have any children?
yes,
What are their ages?
11,
So you have one child,
just one,
all right? And
yes,
who's your child with now?
his father.
And when's the last time you had employment?
A what?
When was the last time you had employment?
Probably 2 years.
All right, so how are you supporting yourself?
I had came into trust fund.
People in the trust funds, they need to make sure it goes to the right people. Here's the thing. I love this movie called The Descendants with George Clooney. And you know what he said when everybody was trying to figure out how much money they're going to get for selling property? He said, one thing you should do with children. He said, you should always give them enough money so that they can do what they want to do, but not enough money so they can do nothing. So in this court, when people are on probation, I require that they have employment. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in each cause number, the court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be a transfer to Cook County, Illinois. What I can tell you about that transfer, you're not on probation out of Cook County until probation grants you leave to go to Cook County. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And so what were you doing with these drugs?
Taking it.
What, ingesting them yourself?
Yes.
All right. There's to be a TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recommendations. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
High school.
Did you graduate?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to order parenting classes. 100 hours will be deducted upon completion of parenting classes. And the remaining 100 hours will be deducted if you obtain a higher level of education or if you obtain a certificate from some sort of trade school. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? And I'm sorry, in taking consideration 2025 CR 002578, 002579, and 002581.
May I approach the judge?
Yes. The document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney. Did you sign it and understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record in this court. To be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.